What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Detached Garage. In today's episode, we are configuring my Rivian R1T. We're going to talk about three things. What's the most expensive R1T you can configure? How am I going to configure my Rivian? And number three, stay tuned for a special Easter egg in the configurator. Let's get going. Welcome back, guys. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Sean, and this channel is all about helping you guys plan, design, build, and upgrade your garage. If that sounds interesting to you, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. Again, in today's episode, we're covering three things. We're configuring my Rivian R1T. We're going to see what's the most expensive R1T you can configure, how I'm going to configure my R1T, and then also an Easter egg for you guys. I pre-ordered on February 4th of 2019. I now have access to the pre-order and pre-order configurator. The configurator will go live for everybody on November 23rd. Let's jump right into it. So as you can see on the screen here, you've got the R1T. It says, "Hi Sean, are you ready for the next step?" You can see my pre-order date of February 4th, 2019. And so let's jump right in and configure. Right now, the first option, you are choosing which package of vehicle. There's three packages available currently. So there's the Launch Edition, there's the Adventure package, and then there's the Explore package. And so the Launch Edition, the big thing with this is you will have the priority delivery. So these are the first trucks that are going to launch in June of 2021. And also, if you want to see why I chose a Rivian R1T chose to pre-order one, I'll put that video up in the description up here. I think this is going to be one of the best all-around daily drivers that you can buy. An electric pickup truck is going to be fast, it's going to be able to tow, it's going to be luxurious, and it's going to be very capable off-road. Plus, this one's going to have 400 plus mile range, so pretty excited about that. The other thing you might not know, I'm selling my Tesla. So just shoot me a message in the comments below. Is the filming of this video on November 17th. I am selling my 2019 Model S to make room for the Rivian. So I'm going to get an in-between car before it comes out. But if you're interested, shoot me a message, whether it's on Instagram or on put something in the comments below. If you're watching this later, it'll probably be sold. So in the configurator, the first options you have are the packages. So the Launch Edition is basically the Adventure pack, but with styling features. So you have a unique color, the Launch Green, and you have unique interior, stitching and all that sort of thing. So the Launch Edition, you also get the wheel upgrades, you get the large pack, which is the 135 kilowatt hour battery pack, which gives you a little bit over 300 miles. You also get the off-road, and as I said before, you get the interior Launch Edition stitching. So I don't really want to go for the Launch Edition. I don't really like this green, but the biggest thing is the battery pack. And so the Launch Edition is not available with the 180 kilowatt hour battery pack, which is the 400 mile range. And it's just driving my Tesla, this 373 miles of range. It is great. It is the perfect distance. That goes significantly down in the winter, probably about 60% of that range in the winter to feel comfortable driving. So I can absolutely see why people want the larger battery pack after being an EV owner myself. So let's take a look at this and try to configure the most expensive Rivian we can. Answer that number one question. So what I'm going to do is choose the Adventure package. and that starts at $75,000. So then we're going to take the battery and do the $10,000 upgrade for the max pack, which is the 180 kilowatt hour pack. They're rumored to have to stack the batteries, and you lose the underseat storage where the battery is actually going to protrude through the normal skateboard area. Not confirmed, but it is rumored to do that. So right now, as we are, that is $85,000. And I do have a question on here, and hopefully they tell us if that is going to be $85,000 before or after the $7,500 EV incentive for the government. So we're going to choose this. Then we are going to choose our color. And so we can either do, and since we're trying to configure the most expensive Rivian you can, it looks like this Rivian Blue is $2,500 and the Compass Yellow is also $2,500. So we're gonna choose Rivian Blue, and then we'll scroll down here. Looks like since we have the adventure package, the off-road upgrade is included. Then we are going to take a look at the wheel option. So right now, what's selected is the 21-inch road wheels, which you can see here. And let's go big. $3,500 for some all-terrain 20-inch dark wheels. So we are up to $91,000 already. And then, of course, we need to add the camp kitchen. This is a pretty cool feature. I don't know if I'm going to option this for mine, but it would be very, very cool to use in the field. And so we're just going to add it. So we are up to $96,000 right now. And we haven't gotten to the interior yet. So let's get to the interior. And you have Black Mountain interior. Let's take a look what that looks like, looking backwards. You have Ocean Coast, which gives you a lighter wood and white seats. Not going to go with that option. And then the Forest Edge is the only option that is expensive. So it's a $2,000 adder. So I actually really like, I'm not sure I like the olive green leather here, but I really do like the darker wood trim, far better than the Black Mountain. So I think that's what I'll go with for mine. But again, we are focused on building the most expensive Rivian we can. So we are now to the summary. So I guess this is your answer of currently the most expensive Rivian you can spec. And the options that make it expensive are the paint color. So the most expensive paint colors are a $2,500 option, and that's the Rivian Blue or the yellow. Then the off-road upgrade is included. Then we have the all-terrain dark wheels. You could also opt for the I think it was the 22-inch road wheels. Those were also $3,500. And then we opted for the $5,000 camp kitchen, and also the big adder, which was the max pack, which takes you from 300 miles of range to 400 miles of range. That's probably the best $10,000 option spent for this truck. So you didn't quite crack the $100,000 mark. This estimated price, they are estimates at this time. Nothing is due. Nothing is due today because I've already put my deposit down. But this is your $98,000 Rivian. And so that is, that's very expensive. But at the same time, you know, if it does come with that $7,500, you're talking a $90,500 truck after that rebate. So it might be worth it. You know, it will definitely be faster than the Ram T-Rex. It's not sure it'll be as capable off-road. It will have about the same amount of horsepower. It will be a smaller truck, but overall, not how I would configure my truck, but that right now is the most expensive Rivian you can configure. And you might be asking, what about the SUV version? And the SUV version does start at a little higher price. So the Adventure version does start at $77,500, but you can't get the max pack right now with the R1S, which is the SUV. And again, I think that has something to do with the batteries coming through the floor and up underneath the rear seat, and they haven't figured that out yet on the R1S. So as of right now, even though the R1S starts out more expensive, this is the most expensive Rivian you can option. So let's get right into configuring my Rivian and how I would configure it. So we are back to the beginning here, and what I'm going to do is still choose the Explorer pack, or I'm sorry, the Adventure pack. I'm going to also still choose the Max pack, and now we will move here. I'm going to choose LA Silver. I'm a big fan of getting cars in their launch vehicle color. And this is the color that was shown at the LA Auto Show when this truck was revealed. I think it's a great color. You know, I'm kind of between the limestone and El Cap granite color, but I think the LA Silver, where the truck debuted, it makes this truck look so good. And so the off-road upgrade is included in the Adventure pack, and right now I do have the $3,500 wheel selection selected. I'm going to probably go with the 21-inch road. It's a no-cost option, and at the same time, it's also, I think you're also going to get better. These are the best wheels tire setup for range. Rivian works specifically with Pirelli to develop these tires for them. Even though it's 21 versus 20, you will get better range with the 21-inch wheels with the road tires versus the 20-inch wheels with the all-terrain tires. I'm going to remove the camp kitchen. I don't think we need that. That is a nice to have. We'll see how it does in the field. We'll see the feedback on it. You will definitely be able to add this in the future and buy it similar to, you know, buying Mopar parts for your Jeep Wrangler or something like that. So I'm sure this will be available in the future. Let's get to the interior here. And Black Mountain or Forest Edge. This is where I'm kind of torn between. I think I really like this Forest Edge. I used to have an Audi A6 that had that darker mocha brown Napa leather in it, and this reminds me more of that. It is kind of this olive green interior, but I like the darker wood look versus the kind of slatey look that Black Mountain offers. So Black Mountain will keep the truck at $85,000. Adding the Forest Edge, you're going to $87,000. Is it worth $2,000? I'm not sure, but this is what we're going to do for right now. This is how I've configured my Rivian. I have the color is the LA Silver, which is included in the Explorer or in the Adventure package. I have the Adventure pack. I have the maximum, the 400-mile range battery, the 180 kilowatt hour, the 21-inch road wheels, the off-road upgrades. The only option really is that Forest Edge interior. Could take $2,000 off, but that is what I'm seeing here. So that's how I would configure my Rivian. How would you configure your Rivian? Would you go with the Forest Edge interior package? Let me know in the comments below. And now we will get on to the third part, the Easter egg. So we will see if this works. Well, I guess you cannot access that Easter egg. Let me know in the comments below how you would configure your Rivian if you're going to get the R1T or the R1S. Hopefully this will be a great tow vehicle for an upcoming secret that I haven't told you guys about yet. But if I need a tow vehicle, I obviously need something to tow. So stay tuned for more Detached Garage.